Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as promised in the last video, I'm gonna do a little bit of an art tour because I like to paint and I'm getting more into other artistic mediums like clay. So I might show you some of that. But yeah, it's been a while. I was gonna film this right after my last video, but then I just didn't feel like it, so here we are. Okay, so I will start over here. So I typically use acrylic paint because I love doing a lot of texture. So basically every single painting that you're gonna see will be acrylic on canvas or possibly wood. So this first one is just obviously a bunch of sunflowers, and it's just on like a scrap piece of canvas because sometimes at the art supply store they put broken canvases on sale for like super cheap, and then I just rip them up anyway and do little pieces like this. I love the color yellow, although it's kind of a pain to work with. Okay, so I'm gonna show you, okay, yeah, this is the only one for now, but I paint a lot of birch trees. I love birch trees because they're so versatile in painting. So, for example, I like to add a lot of color. I don't necessarily stick to realistic renditions of the subjects, and you will notice with a lot of my birch trees, they're more colorful, or the background is a little bit more unrealistic, I guess. So this piece is actually for sale. It's ready to hang. I've put a few metal like wires on some of my pieces that are up for sale, just so it's less of a hassle for whoever buys it. Most of my stuff is for sale because I have so much that I need to clear out space. So I will tell you how to find my art if you're interested in purchasing it a little bit later in the video. It's nothing too fancy, just through Instagram or like an art website that I partnered with. Okay, so I'm trying to decide what to do next. I think I will do these two wooden canvas pieces that are obviously the same landscape but slightly different. This one I'm keeping, this one is for sale. It's just on a plain wooden canvas. Okay. I have this very textured, this is actually a mixture of oil, acrylic, and watercolor because I did it in 2018 before I had decided what type of paint I preferred. So a little bit of everything. Very textured. That one is for sale as well, so only through my Instagram. I don't think it's on the website. Okay, this is kind of just an abstract, like, could be whichever way you want it to be, but I think the colors are so pretty. There's a little bit more green in it in person, and I like how there is a little bit of subtle texture. I think it's really fun. Okay, next, cactus. I did a really big cactus. There's dust flying around everywhere. Did a really big cactus for my boyfriend, and I thought it was really beautiful, so I kind of emulated it a little bit smaller. I believe the size of these canvases is like 9 by 12. Not entirely sure. This is all acrylic and ready to hang. I believe this is for sale on the art website. Everything will be in the description box of this video so you can check it out. Okay, next is sort of a more interpretive painting of nature. So the sky with this one is different shades of orange with yellow, and it's just a textured silhouette of a pine tree. I also love pine trees. I think they're so just like, not majestic, but they're just so grand. I think they're really cool. We have a lot of pine trees near where I live and a lot of birch trees as well, which is why I'm so into both of those trees. Okay, there's something I want to show you. It's up on the wall. I forgot to take it down, so please give me a moment. Okay. Speaking of pine trees, this is a decorative paddle. I guess you could put a sealant on it and make it like a cheese board or I don't know what, but this just hangs on your wall. It has a little strap, small leather strap that you can hang it by on the wall. And it's just, you know, sanded wood. And again, there's a lot of texture on the pine trees. I love doing texture on my pieces, especially because it's so easy with acrylic. Like, you just keep piling it on. And I just think it adds such a cool detail when you see it at different angles. I really like this piece. It is also for sale on the art website. You can also purchase anything directly from me on Instagram just using the DM. I'll try to check it quite frequently. Okay. Next we have even more birch trees, and these are a collection of 4 that go together, and they are meant to represent the 4 seasons. So this is spring, this is summer, and then we have fall and winter. And I tried to incorporate colors from each season in the corresponding season. So like there's yellow and yellow, and then with the other 2 seasons there was pink in both of them, and then between these 2 there's gray. So I think they would look really good all together or separately. Currently I'm selling them as a set, but I am accepting offers on just one if you're interested. And again, they're all actually these ones are pretty flat. I didn't go for a whole lot of texture on these ones. There's just a very subtle texture, but the background was really the focal point of these ones. Just plain canvas artist wrap or gallery wrap. I forget what the term is. I love to use canvases that have this extra space because it just gives you so much more freedom as an artist to extend your work and to really like bring it to life. So with all my birch trees, they wrap around the side, and I have one, I think I might have sold it, but the texture like raised up. This one has a tiny bit of that, but it actually like it bulged up at the top, so that's kind of fun. Okay, then I have another set. So these ones, it's a set of 3, and it's, hold on, morning, oh wait, morning, afternoon, evening. These are really textured. I was trying to go for like an alfresco. Is that the one? I'm not quite sure, but really a lot of texture, a lot of chunky colors, not a lot of blending. So again, these can be purchased together or alone if you like just one of them. Okay, again, these ones are far away. Okay. I have more sunflowers. Very textured. Just a quick little project that I did with my friends. We had a Zoom paint night together and it was a lot of fun. So I did this, and I also did a smaller birch tree. I like to work on all types of canvas sizes. I started out just doing really small stuff like this, but after I did my first really big piece, which I will show you in a second, I was like, I love doing big pieces because you can add so much detail and there's not as much gravity in each decision you make. I feel like there's more room for like error in a way. But yeah, small pieces are fun too because they're so easy to like place around the house. The bigger ones you need to actually find a spot. This one is a birch tree with little catkins. So if you see these little like hot dog caterpillar things hanging off a birch tree, it's called a catkin. Again, it's gallery wrapped, so the detail goes all the way around. Oh yes, I did a winter painting. Sometimes it's nice to do really detailed stuff, like, you know, add a lot of complex detail and definition and blending and shading and background, foreground, whatever. But sometimes it's nice to do a standard little quick painting, and for me that's what this one was. Not a lot of complex colors, just completely unblended white and a little bit of gray and then dark green. But I think there's something so cozy about winter paintings, and they just remind me of calendars and like Hallmark movies. This is on a wood board, so there is a little bit of wood texture on it, but I think that adds to the cozy feel. So this is for sale as well. I'm trying to think of what else was for sale. Yeah, I don't know. This is for sale. You can purchase it from my Instagram. I'm gonna work on setting up an actual like independent website from the other website that I am working with. But the thing is, like, shipping is so hard to figure out. I don't understand how small businesses can make money and ship things. I'm probably gonna have to just like look into it a ton and like find small business discounts with, I think maybe PayPal has one. But yeah, if you are a small business owner and self-employed and you are shipping items to customers, can you please leave me tips on how to ship internationally? I'm from Canada, so even shipping within Canada is so expensive. I really don't even know where to start. So if you have tips, please let me know. Okay, now I need to take you around because the rest of this stuff is kind of on the wall. I'm sorry, my window's open, it's a little bit noisy. This is not for sale, it's part of my own personal collection. And it is obviously a little espresso cup with a sugar cube. And I think it's just like such a calming piece to me. Even though it's so dark, I just find it so like comforting. Like I feel safe when I look at it. And the frame, actually this is a really good tip if you're looking for cheap frames. This was a frame with a piece of art in it from Winners. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like sunken in. So there's a piece of canvas with a print on it within the frame, and I just taped my own canvas onto it. So this canvas is actually perfectly flat. It's not a gallery wrap. So I just taped it into the frame, and there's like a little bit of a gap here. So if you need a cheap frame, just go to Winners and find something that you can shove a painting into. Ah, okay, I found more stuff. Oh, by the way, I also crochet. So I make a lot of bags. I started with bags and now I've sort of branched off into clothing, but this is just one example of a style that I make. If you're interested in buying this bag, it is also for sale. Kind of reminds me of tie-dye, but it's actually an ombre yarn. I think it's Red Hearts Super Saver Ombre or something, but I think it's just so pretty. Like, are you kidding? I love all the shades of blue. Okay, back to the paintings really quick. So again, I was just in the mood to create like a simple painting recently. This is actually from my last video. It's not focusing on the moon. Hello! But yeah, I worked on this in my last video and just chatted a little bit. So if you want to see the process, I mean, I didn't really show any of it, but if you're interested, you can watch that. And then this, it's really vibrant in person. I think it's probably the brightest painting I've ever made. And it was inspired by the song Canyon Moon by Harry Styles, because even though this is not a moon, this is just what I picture when I hear that song. And this is already taken, it's already been sold, but I'm thinking of making prints, like high quality poster prints. So if you are interested in a print, do let me know. I think that would probably be easier to ship as well. Okay, heading over to my desk. Sorry, it's very loud outside. Okay, I made this for my boyfriend, but somehow it ended up back at my house. And it's just 2 cardinals on a wood frame. I don't typically do animals because I find it really hard, but it was a good challenge. Painted this for a school project in high school. It's a study of Emily Carr, Susan Carr's At the Gravel Pit. Ugh. So this is the first big birch tree piece I ever did. It's for my parents. It's got a little bit of texture on it. Super proud of that. And then here's another one. This one is for sale, and I'm also thinking of making prints of that one as well. And then finally, this one. This is for sale through the art website. And then this one. I think I'm gonna keep this one for my personal collection because it's just so stunning, but I might make prints of that. I also wanted to show you some clay items that I've made. I recently bought an oven bake clay and it's super fun. So I've made some rings. These are some really chunky, just like blue, multicolor blue rings. And these are gonna become earrings as well. These are earrings, all the ones with the holes. I'm just gonna get some hooks and poke it through. I'm just still looking for hooks that I really like. They were supposed to be checkered, but I encountered some technical difficulty. So they ended up being this kind of funky, like sunset pattern. They also kind of have like disco vibes, I don't know. But I love the green and the pink together, clearly. As you can see, I've done a lot of green and pink. So then I have these rings. I think the pink and green rings are my favorite. They're just so freaking cool. The green is a lot more apparent in person because the video is showing up a little bit more warm toned. So all of this jewelry is for sale as well. I'm surprised at how comfortable the clay jewelry is, but because it's oven baked clay, it's a little bit flexible, especially the thinner ones. These thicker ones are not as flexible, but these are good if you're not sure exactly what size you are, or if you want to switch between fingers, these are good. So again, the earrings, these are going to become earrings as well. And then this little worm is obviously the jewelry holder. I think this is so fun and so cute just to take a spin on typical jewelry holders. It's really durable. I'm super impressed with this clay, that it sticks together no problem when it bakes, and you can do little details, and it's not flimsy. Totally solid. I made this strawberry dish. Pretty fun. This was one of the first pieces I made, so it's not perfected, but I think it's a fun little accessory for your room. This is not for sale, but all of this jewelry associated stuff is. This is a little candle holder that I made. Again, this was one of the first pieces that I made, so the lines aren't the cleanest, and it's a bit rough, but I think it's cute. I think I'll keep this for myself unless anyone is absolutely dying to get their hands on it. But I might make more like this, just with less imperfections. And then finally, I made this little pig just for fun. I had leftover clay and I didn't really know what to do, so I made a little piggy. But I'm so impressed that I can make such small details and it doesn't fall apart. So this is for sale through my Instagram if you are interested. Quickly want to show you some of my crochet work as well. Haven't been making very much more of this recently because I'm starting different designs. So this is sort of my original bag design that I started making. The bottoms are really sturdy because they're solid, as opposed to some of these ones that are just a fishnet all the way around. They'll still hold all of your stuff, but if you're carrying maybe a full water bottle or a bunch of books, I would definitely recommend the solid bottom bags. And they're fun colors, but I also have some gray ones. I have 2 gray ones. And then this one has a single strap. It's quite long, so this would be really good if you prefer crossbody. It's got a really thick, not waistband, like, I don't know, this band around the top of it. And a little bit of a white detail on the bottom. This is a mixture of the solid and the woven, I guess. So you could carry heavier stuff in this, but also because it is a longer strap and it's one strap, I would maybe just keep it to, you know, towels or maybe one book and a little water bottle and some snacks, but definitely wouldn't be using this as a school bag. But I think, honestly, it's a fun way. Let me get this other bag out of here. It's a fun way to add a little bit of character to your outfit. And honestly, I'm surprised, but these hold so much stuff. And they're comfortable to carry, so if you're interested in a crochet bag, you can buy these from my Instagram page. Thank you for watching my art tour. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you were maybe inspired to make your own art or to buy some of mine. If you're interested, please feel free to check out my art Instagram, my art website, and my TikTok if you want to see more. And yeah, I'll see you in a video soon. Bye.